Men, where have you gone?
What am I doing?
And I'm still single and never been married, no kids.
Having a little moment, I'm feeling a little sad.
Nobody really prepares you for how lonely your 30s can be.
I cry in my car every single day.
I am bawling and having a mental breakdown.
So I've been on the dating apps for so long.
Guess who's already had a full minty bee before noon?
How come every time you have sex with someone they leave?
I just got my first ever fertility test results back.
I'm officially the first woman in my family to not have kids or be married at this age.
So I'm officially 36 and I'm single against my will, so.
I've just come out of a 15-year relationship. I've had to move out of my home and I'm back with my mum and I'm 38.
Whoever said meet someone in the wild clearly hasn't been out in the wild in a very long time.
Single for 10 years now, going into 2025.
It's almost been 3 months since my relationship of 5 years ended.
Being a single woman in London can be quite costly.
I am 43 years old and I have been single for about 3 years.
Women, like, you're in an argument with a man and you always have to be right, and you bring it back to the most random shit because you want to be right, and all women do this. Yes. And it's very annoying, and I'm sorry we can't actually change that. It's programmed deep into our DNA.
I'm 30 years old. I'm single. I live at home. I just spent the last year running around trying to figure out stuff, and I'm back at home.
I'm just here to normalise that it's completely okay if you're in your 30s, that you're single, that you aren't even looking to be dating, that you don't have children, that you don't own your own house, that you don't have a car, never even taken driving lessons. It's all okay. There is no timeline on life.
Of course, ma'am, you're not going to admit that you're a failure. Of course.
You slept together and now he's been really distant. Let me tell you something. He didn't disappear because you done something wrong. He disappeared because you did every single thing right. And he was never ready for more. Stop blaming yourself.
But it's your fault, ma'am. If you did everything right, he wouldn't leave. And even if he wasn't ready for that, you chose that guy. So if you thought he was ready to have a relationship and he wasn't, it's your fault for not seeing the red flags.
Just because he didn't have the emotional maturity to receive what you were given. Please.
When people are like, why are you single?
No, ma'am, you're the loser. You just don't see it because you have low IQ.
And I'm like, oh, well, because I tend to chase emotionally unavailable men who make me really anxious and needy and attached. And nobody likes that. And then when I do find an emotionally available man, I get super avoidant and I want to run away from him because, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable.
I flew all the way down to Miami to meet a man, and he was supposed to pick me up when I got here.
Why is it your most stunning friends who literally turn heads everywhere they go are the ones crying about men who look like they've been dragged out of a swamp?
Ma'am, she's not as beautiful as you think. If all the guys that she dates are ugly as you say, that means that's her level, ma'am.
I need someone to explain dating in 2025 to me. It's not clicking. When did basic communication become non-existent? And also,
you have to thank feminism, ma'am.
So, the bare minimum, we're not begging for that. This is wild. Where are the men? Where are the actual men?
I've prepared a list to help unattractive women realize that they're unattractive. Because I realize that no one's going to tell you to your face because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Number one, you work in an office. No attractive woman works in an office for longer than it takes for the CEO to start banging her and setting her up in an apartment. You take the bus. You will never see an attractive woman at a bus stop. She'll either be picked up and trafficked, or she's got a man who loves her enough who'll drive her wherever she needs to go. You post a picture on Instagram and there are tons of comments telling you how beautiful you are from other women. I got bad news for you, sweetie. Ugly women love to boost other ugly women. They think that if they can bring down the scale of attractiveness to the level that they're at, so everybody's on that level, then they cannot be revealed for being the hideous monsters that they actually are.
Saying that 32 is geriatric in the pregnancy world is not only factually outdated, but it is so psychologically damaging to women.
Ma'am, it's not 32, it's 35. You don't even know what you're talking about, but yet you're talking about it.
Yes, you're at a little bit of a higher risk, but do you know what's even riskier? Marrying the wrong man and having a baby before you're emotionally, mentally, or financially ready. Literally raising girls to think that their worth is tied to marriage and baby.
Yes, it is, ma'am. It is. It's the same with us. Our worth is what we can provide. If we can provide and protect, we have no value in the dating market.
In terms of dating, I sometimes wish I was more attracted to my same sex, which is females, because honestly, and I say this, I mean this in the nicest way possible, and I mean no offence to either gender when I say this, if I never spoke to a guy again, I would never be offended. I would honestly, I would probably live a very happy life. I gel and thrive the best when I am in the company of other women.
Yet I've shown you before, guys, that lesbian marriages fail the most, and it's not even close. But they want to date women. Go and date women, ma'am. Nobody's stopping you.
I'm 33, single. This is my plan how to organically meet my husband without the dating app. First and foremost is trusting God and to pray. Pray to God to get you ready and to align your path for you both to meet. Your love story has already been written. God.
I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't be able to listen to her all day long. She talks too fast.
Do you know what the funniest difference between men and women is? The way that women lie to each other compared to the brutal honesty that men have towards each other. Let me give an example. If there's an overweight woman and she asks her friends, do I look fat? All of her friends are going to say, no, girl, you look amazing. Oh my goodness, bestie. No, how could you think that? You're a queen. And if a man's overweight and he goes to his male friends and asks if he looks fat, his friends will be brutally honest and say to him, yeah, bro, I know 5 fat guys and you're 4 of them.
Yeah, guys, and remember, they all say they want us to tell them the truth. No, they don't. They want us to lie to them because they can't handle the truth.
Like, it's insane. And then the craziest thing about this is that women will then say that they're better friends and that they empower each other more and that they're better for each other than men are. The only way you're going to have a true friend is if they're honest with you. And women clearly demonstrate that you're not.
Ladies, quit trying to meet your man at the bar. That is not where you're going to find him. You know where you're going to find your man? You're going to find him at 5 or 6 a.m. at the gas station because he's getting coffee on the way to work. Or you're going to find him at the gym at about 5 or 6 p.m. because he's working out after work. Or you're going to find him on a Saturday morning at Menards or Lowe's or Home Depot because he is working on his home. Those are the guys you want, because the guy at the bar every night is not what you want.
So, as a woman in her early 30s with no kids on Mother's Day, I can tell you that I feel weird. I feel sad. I feel lonely. I feel left out. I feel behind, I guess. I feel not good. However, I know that I'm waiting for the right person. I know that my career is taking off. I know that I'm independent. I know that I don't sleep with the wrong men. I know that I'm not going to have a baby with the wrong man.
How do they not see exactly what's in front of them? The older you get, the less likelihood is that you will have a healthy child. Men want children. The more you wait, ma'am, the harder it will be to find a man. That's what the wall is about, because I know I have so many women in my comments and weak simp men that say the wall doesn't exist. Women will always be able to find a guy, always, no matter the age. The wall is about not finding the guy that they want. See how all of them are so picky? Well, the guy that they want, Prince Charming, isn't going to come at 40 if he hasn't arrived yet at 30, 35. What makes you think he will arrive at 40, ma'am? It's so stupid.
I know all of these things. I also know that I've raised 3 dogs and 2 turtles, and they were all great. They're still great. And yeah, but I feel sad. And I could probably cry if I talk about it for one more second. So happy Mother's Day to everyone that's a mother.
Do you even realize how many eyes are on you at all times? You have at least 5 people constantly checking up on you, watching every single move you make.
Another woman thinking that she's the main character in a movie. Ma'am, nobody is watching you. You think you're so special and so important that all of the time you have 5 people watching you. That's crazy. We're just going to skip this video because it's very stupid and it's clear she's very entitled.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Nothing hurts more than the guy you went on 2 dates with breaking up with you. Because, no, I was in a 3.5-year long relationship. That ended. Cakewalk.
Yeah, man, but that guy was on your level. The situationship that you had, that guy was above your level. That's why he broke up with you. That's why it hurts so much, ma'am. Because that guy was probably better looking than you, or had a lot of money, or had a lot of status. That's why it hurts more, ma'am. And the guy that you were in a relationship with for 3 years, that guy was on your level and you thought you could do better. That's why it didn't hurt.
That was easy. That I have seen that through. Okay. I went to Disneyland. I rode the rides. I had a snack and I came back with like a little sunburn. The 2 dates. Oh, wait, I was just starting to like think you were so cute. Wait, oh, I drove to Disneyland. You want me to turn around? I didn't even get a pickle. I didn't even like get to take a funny photo or get like a fun coin that was flattened in half. Yeah, that kind of shit will have you up till 4 a.m. on ChatGPT. Like, what is my worth? No.
What did I tell you? She thinks she's below that guy because she is. That guy was way above you, ma'am. In looks, in status, in whatever, in money. They need ChatGPT, and even with ChatGPT, they don't know how to use it. They ask stupid questions. We're just going to skip this video.
Why do women wear makeup?
To express themselves how they want to.
What are you expressing?
The way that you want to look. Doesn't hurt anyone else.
What if she's like a 4 without makeup, but with makeup on she's a 9?
Well, most men are fucking 2s, so let's be honest.
Really?
Yeah, really.
See how distorted their thinking is about how men look. And they say it's our fault because we're 2s. No, ma'am. No, it's not our fault. The majority of men are average. Averages are 5. Just because you wear 10 tons of makeup doesn't make you a 9. She's as average as a woman gets. But she'll still think that she's an 8 or a 9.
In their looks?
Yeah.
Yes, and personality.
Yeah, usually personality is more like a 1.
Why do you think men look so unattractive nowadays?
Because they have terrible
Just
personalities that care about body counts
and makeup.
If it's
Okay, so it's not about their looks, guys, okay? It's about their personalities. They don't like the fact that men care about makeup and body count. That's the problem. That's why they perceive them as 2s. It's not actually how they look.
It's not hurting you. Why do you care? If you have a life, you wouldn't care.
Back in the day, let's say 60s, 70s, men were going to college more. So for every 4 men, there was 1 female going to college and getting educated. By 2030, it'll be the other way around, where it'll be every 5 women will be 1 male going to college or university. When you're looking at a partner, sometimes, like, mostly women are okay with being at home and being the stay-at-home mom. Men typically are not okay with that. It's like an ego thing, right? They want to be the ones bringing in the money. They want to.
It's not an ego thing, ma'am. It's evolutionary biology. But of course she doesn't understand that because she has low IQ.
Provide, they want to protect. So what she was saying is men are okay with dating down. And I'm going to just say dating down in quotation because it's not really dating down, but let's say sophisticated and educated man is okay dating her if she's good looking and he thinks that she could take care of family. Now, a female.
That means dating down. If she works at McDonald's and he is a CEO, that means dating down, ma'am. But you don't want to say it because it sounds bad for you women.
On the other hand, does not, in quotation, date down. So they're looking for someone that also has the same education.
Yes, you're hypergamous. Another word that you don't want to use because it sounds bad.
Educational experience as them, also has the same level of ambition, same amount of money that they're making, all of that, so that they're leveled. With now 5-to-1 women going to college versus men, more educated women are going to be looking for men. Basically, we have to start dating down or we'll never get married.
Basically, what's going to happen, guys, the good-looking chads, the ones that have money, all the women will want them even more than now, guys. It will be a battle for them. Those guys are going to smash whatever woman they want. Whatever woman they want. And women, of course, they won't settle. They will always look for the chads. They will always want somebody that is better than them because they're hypergamous. So you will see a lot of women with cats. This will be 10 times worse in the future, guys. It's not like now. It will be 10 times worse. I will find so many TikToks, I won't have time to make videos about them all.
Women who are in the dating scene or just trying to get to know somebody, we need to get rid of the resting bitch face. We just do. They're not coming up to us because we're not approachable. I made a video about how men don't approach women anymore, and I got a lot of feedback. I originally had said, why are men not confident enough to walk up to women anymore? Now, before you guys come for me, I take that back. Somebody on here stitched me and she made really good points and just basically saying like we need to smile more and we need to be more approachable. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I do have the resting bitch face and I don't really talk as much either. So, learning from this, I definitely have to be more approachable. My resting bitch face has to go if I expect a man to come up to me, because us staring at each other isn't doing anything. Since there's a lot of men in my comments now, how can women be more approachable who are in the dating scene, who are not going to go up to you but want to initiate the you can come up to me now? I want to hear you guys' perspective.
I have some dismal dating stats for you.
Okay.
Not that you need it anymore, but I decided to track how many conversations does it take to get to one date. So when I re-downloaded Bumble, I kept an eye on that. Here are the stats and my very scientific method. So out of 30 conversations, I started 26 of them. Now I hear some of you probably thinking, well, it's Bumble, the woman should reach out first. Well, I kind of feel like now that there are prompts that men can answer, it's kind of a null argument. Of those 26 conversations, 18 did not reply. 15 of those 18 just
18 did not reply. Why do you think that is, ma'am? Because those guys had better options. Why? Because those guys were out of your level.
Simply let the match expire, and 3 physically went in and removed me as a match. Yes, I really looked into people's behavior throughout all of this.
Why do you think they removed you? They have so many better options than you, ma'am. That's it.
So that means 4 men replied to me via my prompt. So of those 30 conversations, I'm counting them as a conversation as soon as someone writes. Doesn't mean that someone has to reply. So I guess they should be called messages. 2 dates ensued. That means it takes 15 conversations to get to 1 date. Now let me do the...
Now think about this, ma'am. For a man, it's about 100 conversations to get 1 date or even more. So if you think you have it bad, just put yourself in a man's shoe. Of course you can't, because you always think that women are the victim.
Date math for my year of where I went on 17 dates. I'm just going to apply this to all the dating apps I was on, because honestly it feels correct. So 16 of those dates were men that I met on the dating apps. So 16 times 15 equals 240, which means on average I had 240 conversations to get to 16 dates. Again, it's not a scientific formula, but I'm going to...
Okay, guys, so before I met my girlfriend, for the 2 or 3 years that I was single and searching to have a girlfriend, I spoke with over 1,000 women. Over 1,000, I think 1,200, something like that, just to meet a woman. Just think about that. And I wasn't using dating apps, I was using Instagram and Facebook. They're basically dating apps.
I just go with that. And this doesn't count the amount of time spent analyzing people's profiles and swiping. And I'm really not saying this because I want people to feel sorry for me. I just want to show people how difficult the dating apps really are.
I'm having a little moment. I'm feeling a little sad. I don't know if it's because like my birthday's in 10 days or what. But I think I just think like about me when I was little, and I'm like, I did not think that I was going to be alone at this age, and like I am fine, but some days I'm just like hyper aware that not that no one cares about me, but I'm like no one's number one priority, and sometimes I just want to feel cared for. Hence, I don't know, I guess me making myself moves tonight, because I'm like, it does feel nice when I take care of myself, but sometimes I just want to break. Like sometimes I just want someone to hold me, or I don't know.
For any woman out there that is watching this, that wants to get a man, first of all, you have to lose that attitude. You're not a boss, be independent woman. We don't want a woman like that. If you're like that, don't expect to get a man, or you'll get a beta man that you won't like and you won't respect ever. Second of all, if you believe all the rhetoric that you hear on social media and on TV about feminism, and you believe in all of that, the likelihood that you will get a man is very, very low.
Sometimes I worry, like, the more, like, stuff about myself that I, like, unpack, like,
the more problems you find, and you start acknowledging why you're single.
The more that I'm just, like, too much for, like, anyone to ever, like, handle or, like, wanna.
Why would any man want a woman that he has to handle? This is what I'm talking about, guys. I didn't see the video. This is what I'm talking about. Why would a man want to handle you? A man wants a woman that brings him peace, that is feminine.
Involved with. And I know that's like a shitty part of me speaking right now. And in a few hours, like, I probably won't feel that way, or I'll forget about it, but I have the moments. And I know I'm not like the only one that feels this way. And the thing is, I'm never gonna get in a relationship just for the sake of getting in a relationship, because the like aspect that I'm like craving is like the like intimacy and safety, and I like don't feel safe or intimate like with most people.
Okay, ma'am, that's a you problem. If you don't like most men or don't feel safe around most men, that's on you, ma'am. You can't say that most men are evil. It's so stupid. We're just going to skip this video.
Let's have dinner together. We're having steak and avocado. Classic. I'm newly single for the first time in my 30s, and I don't really know what to do with myself. This is a good dinner. No one really talks about how different.
See, at least she's not chewing and talking with her mouth full on camera. She edited the video so you don't see her chewing and talking with her mouth full. I like that.
Different it is being single in your 30s than it is being single in your 20s. Because in my 20s, I would be out healing. Now I'm in every night.
See what she did? She said healing. So they're not actually healing. They're just going out and partying and having a good time and sleeping with Chad.
I love it. I fucking love it. I think part of the issue is that girls are healing and men are not. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm really just trying to figure out my new life here. After dinner, I'll probably just go for a walk and then go to bed. I don't know. What do I do? I am spending a lot of time focusing on health and fitness, which I love. I think more people should do that. Journaling is probably one of the best things you can do for yourself.
Of course, making TikTok videos and telling the whole world about your problems is such a good thing, of course.
Tell ChatGPT what you're thinking and ask for journaling prompts. So good. I've spent about a month alone
another woman that talks to ChatGPT. Guys, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter how smart ChatGPT is or how fast he can gather information for you. If you don't know what kind of questions to ask him from the start, he won't give you good answers. Just think about it, guys. I can bet they're asking questions like this. Why didn't he like me? Why did he leave me?
Is that long enough? I'm trying to decenter men, and then I see videos of Timmy and Kylie, and I'm like, I want that. I've been practicing today, like this.
Okay, so she's trying to decenter men. She's another feminist that thinks that her life will be so much easier and better without men. Okay, we're just going to skip this video because she's not actually trying to find a man. She's just journaling on TikTok about what she's thinking in her head. That's it.
So I'm officially 36,
Okay.
and I'm single against my will. So hello.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd be here again, but here we are. So I just want to say I really appreciate the really, really kind comments and DMs about the situation. It means a lot. I've really just been taking it an hour at a time at this point. He wished me happy birthday on my birthday. We went back and forth a couple of times. I said, I'd love, thanks for the birthday wishes. I'd love to see you when you're back, because that's the truth. Like, my feelings didn't just shut off. I'm someone who, I want to have a face-to-face conversation.
Okay, so her boyfriend must have just left her. He broke up with her, okay.
That's just it. So I said, I'd love to see you when you're back. Asked if he wanted to go for a walk this weekend, which we would normally do with Harry anyway, and nothing. So
So that's your cue, ma'am, to stop trying.
just, I'm just processing. It's shocking. It's very out of character for this person. I don't hate them because I think he's wonderful, and I think whatever he's going through, it makes me sad that I can't be there for him, or we can't talk through it, but
Give it a few months or a year and then you will talk differently about him. You will say that he was toxic. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one.